Hi, it's from the Camp Perspective. Today we have Hank, a board and trained puppy, and in this video we're going to be introducing the e-collar. So here, he's in the 1900S Black Edition. We also have his prong on, but here we're going to be using the bumpy button, which is the nick function, and then we're also going to be check. Okay. We're also going to be using the nick, just the nick function. This is continuous. We're not going to be using this. This is the pager. This is just the vibrate function. We're not using that. And then the screen's right here, on and off button right here. So you hold it down, turn it on, hold it on, turn it off. Your collar has a separate battery life and a separate turn on button. When we're fitting the e-collar, it's under the left jaw or the right jaw or behind the ear. We don't put it on top or under. On top is too sensitive. Under, contact points are going to be annoying for that Adam's apple there. So it's fitted well, so it can't slide, can't move, or can't do anything like that. So here, in this video, we're going to be finding the working number. So this is the number that we're going to be using for Hank's training. What's the number that's going to get him to move? We're not, usually we'll find the number that we get a lot of response to and make it quick. But we're going to be taking our time, so we're not going to go that too high. So here's a 5. So here's a 5. And when I say tap, I'm pressing the nick button once. I say tap, 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 pressing it 3 times. Are you good? So here's 5. Give it a tap, tap, tap. So he doesn't care. 10, so tap, 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 it does not care. 15, tap, tap. Let's see, tap, tap, nothing. 20, tap, tap, tap. 25, tap, tap, tap. 30, tap, 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 he's looking, tap, 35, tap, tap, tap. So if you can't see it, but on my side, I see the neck twitching. Does not mean he's feeling it. So this is connection. This is letting me know that the contact points are making connection with his skin. So here's a 40. It's a tap, 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 tap. So it's perception. This is when the dog looks at you or looks around and is like, what was that? Whatever, I'm gonna keep smelling the ground. Let's try 45, so it's a tap. There we go. A little more of a reaction there, so I'll give a tap. So here, tap. Okay. Tap. 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 So we'll keep it like the 40 range for now. And we're going to be pairing this training with food. So here I'm showing you that he does indeed take the food. He loves it. So connection, perception, working is how we kind of found it. Connection, we saw the twitch, we got contact. Perception, he's kind of like, what was that? And then per working number is the number that we got him to like kind of sit and like, he kept looking at me. So here's a 40, so we kept tap, 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 tap. So it'll cause him to do something similar to that. So there he sat. And I didn't say sit, I didn't give leash pressure, I didn't give anything. It was just, he's trying to figure out, what is this feeling? What if I try this? And then it goes away. So then he's gonna keep trying to figure stuff out and problem solve, which is really good for him. So here, like I said, this is the number we're gonna be using. This is a pretty quiet environment. If we go outside, 40 might be 50, or if we go along the training, it might lower down because he's becoming more sensitive and more in focus with us, so it might be lower. A lot of things can happen. practice this when you're working for the first few days with Hank, finding that working number and just, doing it before you start your walk. Because if you do it as you're walking, it's going to be pretty difficult and there's going to be a lot of moving and it's just going to be a little harder. So if you just do this, it should be simpler for you. Right, Hank? So here we go, tap, tap. Good, see that? Yeah, good boy. Yes. Good. And then Hank is letting me know the number. I don't guess it. I mean, you can guess, but you're not going to be right sometimes. So it's 40 right now. It's the number we're going to be using for the training. All right, so Kind of Perspective. Today we have Hank, our newborn trained puppy. In this video, we're going to be going over the foundation or teaching heel. So heel is two parts. First part is just teaching the dog heel. So right here, I'm going to start walking, and Hank might pass me. The moment I see his right shoulder pass me, I'm going to turn and then tap. And again, if he passes me, turn, tap. If he's passing me, turn, tap. I'm not saying anything or doing it, just turning and tapping. So what is heel? Heel is when Hank's right shoulder is parallel to my left leg. If I take 5 steps, he takes 5 steps. If I stop, he is to automatically sit. This is done with a slack leash in any environment. It's walk me, stay with me, and then sit when I stop. So that is the foundation of heel. This video, we're going to be saying words, just creating the foundation. Then once it's consistent, then we can apply the word heel. What else? A few things that might happen. Hank might go to my right side. If he does, I'm going to gently pull to my left, give a tap for him to flush out. If Hank lags, I continue moving and then I start tapping until he flushes to me. If he passes me, turn, tap. And this is very flowy. You're going to start to see how I flow through it, turning. Don't stop, keep moving. So here I'm going to start walking. We go tap, tap. And for the introduction of e-collar, we will be using food to reward him. Good job. Good. So here, tap. Good job. But he's taking it to it very well. Good. Good job, Hank. Good job. So here, tap, tap. Yes. Good. Good. Good job, buddy. So nice. Such a nice tap, tap. Yes, good boy. Oh, we got it. Good. With the food, this is something you can do. So what I'm doing here is if I give it tap, 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 and then he catches up. So basically gives into the pressure, I reward. This is to introduce this new type of pressure to him. Shorten my leash. Because we want a J. We want the leash to go to the armpit. If it's like this, like how high at it, how I had it, he's going to constantly keep stepping over it. So we want a J. So it's letting me know that, okay, we're giving him enough leash to make the mistakes, but not too much where he's stepping over it constantly and constantly. And if it's too short, because we have the prong collar, we can't allow him to make mistakes. So here, give a tap. Good job. So I see how he responds to that. Ugh. Good. Tap. Yes. Good boy, Hank. He's doing really good. Tap. Yes. Good boy. Tap. Yes. And we like to reward while we're moving instead of stopping. So here, tap. Yes. Good boy. And he can do it. Eat while moving. Tap. Yes. Good boy. Oh. So here, tap, tap, tap. Yes. So since he's doing such a good job, I used that to my advantage. I dropped the food. He wanted to go get it, but I kicked in with the e-collar, and then he was like, what do I do? What do I do? I want to go to Enrique. Good. Good. Yes. Hank, you were great. I miss you. So yeah, so he took to it very well. That first week definitely helped him a lot. He didn't have issues with the prong, it was just break. Definitely introducing the pressure is very good for him. Where did that go? Wait, later. Oh, it's right here. So here, everything's normal, nothing out of the ordinary. With that foundation from prong, he kind of caught on quickly and kept that position of heel. All we needed was like that more timing kind of thing. We could do it with prong, but we want e-collar, so there was a few times we kind of just kept walking, and I took that to my advantage. Food, he wanted to go to the food, I tapped, and then he felt the pressure, and like looked at me and came to me, and I rewarded him. But yeah, second part of heel, we'll go over the word, turns, kind of like body movements to help Hank, kind of help talk to Hank when we're moving at heel, right? Good job. So again, sit, stay, walk with me. Another part of the heel command is the auto sits. Like I said, when it comes to stop, he used to automatically sit. So for here, since he's already been conditioned to it, all we gotta do is pull up and then we would tap. Eventually, it's not gonna be always constantly pulling up. We can just tap if he doesn't sit, but he should be sitting. Another thing is the break command. So when he's, so here tap, good job. So when he's in the command, we slow to a stop, good job, break. And then he can go be a dog, do whatever he likes. We would obviously bring him to grass, so we would slow to a stop before grass, break, put him on the grass, so that's different, so he can differentiate the two. You want to beat it down? Okay. But yeah, everything is well. We'll dive more into detail how to practice it in the next video. Hi, it's Rick at Canine Perspective. Today we have Hank, our board and trained puppy, and this video we're going to be going over the second part of heel. So this video we'll be covering over how we use the word heel, how we turn, so how we make left turns, how do we make right turns with heel, and then just kind of more body language stuff with like what do we do before the turns and stopping and all these new different things. So first we're going to cover the word heel. When I say heel, I move my left foot. And then I'm going to slow down to a stop, and I'm going to say heel again, and left foot. We are only saying heel after we stop for this just this one video. After this video, it'll just be heel, and if we come to a stop, we don't say heel again, we just continue moving, so on and so forth. So this is just me getting Hank used to hearing the word heel and seeing what happens after I cue the word heel, just drilling it out so he has an association with it. So here, heel, left leg, and we walk. If Hank doesn't respond, I'm going to resort to the remote to make him move. So here he's lagging, give a tap. Good boy, he catches up. Good, slow to a stop. Good job. So again, heel, left leg, tap. Good job. So here, tap, tap, tap. Yes, good boy. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Good job. Good. Slow. Tap. Slow to a stop. Good job. So this right here, he's expecting me to turn right, which is normal. This will be fixed soon. So here, heel, left leg. Good. Good job. Slow to a stop. Good boy. Good boy. Heel, left leg, tap, tap. Good. Good. Tap. Slow to a stop. Good job. So now we're going to be going over left turns. Before we start that, before we start the left turns and we go further, 1 second. Heel. So, when I was coming to stops, I was saying slow to stop. So very similar to traffic laws. When we need to stop, we put our emergency lights on. If we need to pull over in the middle of traffic, emergency lights come on, brake lights come on, there's warnings. So here, I'm giving Frank a warning, I'm going to stop. If we just did a sudden stop, Frank would probably just keep going, and it's unfair. So here, to avoid any confusion, we give him our signals, body language, that something's going to change. Whether it be a stop, a left turn, or a right turn, we want to slow down 3 to 4 steps to 1, help him out, and 2, make sure that he's paying attention. So if we're going for like a 30-minute like straight shot walk on like a trail, no stopping, and then we know that we need to stop soon and we just suddenly stop, he's going to keep going. So we want to slow down. If he doesn't slow down with us, we do tap and turn. We correct that. So yeah, slowing down before the turns, slowing down before the stops. Just kind of, understanding why we do this and why it's important for Hank. So we're going to go over left turns now. With the left turns, we start with left turns and right turns. We start with the opposite leg. So if I'm going to turn left, I start with the right leg. If I'm going to make a right turn, I'll start with the left leg. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in a heel. Heel. Good. Now at the left turns, we slow. Good. And it's going to be a right leg, right leg. Tap. Good job. So again, slow, tap, 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 good. Right, left, right. Now there I had to bump into him, which is fine. This is what's going to help with that curling around the leg that he was doing towards the end. Good. Right leg, right leg. Tap. Good job. Slow. Good. Right leg, right leg. Good job. Tap. Tap. Good. Tap. Tap. Good. Slow. Right, left, right. So here, when I was about to slow down, he was kind of already curling, so I just countered that with my right leg. Slow. Give a tap for him to catch up. Good job. Right leg, right leg. Tap. Good. Slow. Right, left, right. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Good. So I'll do 1, 2 more. Slow. Tap, tap, tap. Good. I'll just do 1 more now. slow. Good, so he's paying attention. So right, left, right. Tap, tap, slow to a stop. Good. So here, we like to have the owners look at the cracks on the sidewalk going that way. So when you're about to approach a crack, you step on the crack going this way, staying on the crack, and that right foot, you're heading back. Not any questions, sorry. So those are the left turns. A lot of owners will kind of not be straight like we have the directions are. So they'll kind of like go like around the dog, which is incorrect. We want to be very like military marching band like that. The way I'm like making it dramatic is not how you're going to be doing it forever. Eventually it'll slow down and it'll just be like a right leg, right. But yeah, so those are the left turns. Those are the most difficult. So if you're in trouble, let us know. So right turns is if we're walking, when we slow, we're going to extend the left leg, go back on the right and back on the left, and then we go this way. Heel, tap, tap, tap. Good. Bump it up. No. Good job. Tap. Good. So here, slow, left, right, left. It's very similar to the correctional turns, but we're adding like a slower pace. Good, slow. Left leg, right leg, left leg. Tap. Good job. Slow. Left leg, right leg, left leg. I lost my balance there. Slow. Left leg, right leg, left leg. Oh. Tap. Good job. Tap, tap. Good job. Slow. He's paying attention. Left leg, right leg, left leg. Good job. And we shouldn't be tapping during the turns unless he gets lost. So right now I'm going to mix them up, do left turns and right turns. Right, left, right. Tap, tap, good. Right, left, right. Mixing the turns up, slow. Right, left, right. Tap. Good, slow. Tap. Right, left, right. Tap. Good, slow. Do a right turn here. Left leg, left leg. Good job, Hank. Good. Right turn. Left leg, left leg. Tap. For the lagging. Slow to a stop. I won't be picky for now, but he's getting better with the curling around. He's not in front of me this time. So if he does this, I wouldn't move out the way. I just issue the word heel, and my leg is going to run into him. So heel, tap, tap, tap. Good. Slow. Right, left, right. Good. Slow to a stop. So here, correct up my leg. Right, left, right. Tap. Slow. Right, left, right. Tap. Good. Slow to a stop. So here. Right, left, right, tap. Good. Slow. Slow to a stop. Good. So we'll just keep practicing this, working this out. He keeps angling himself. Okay, so this is better. If the physicality of just like the body stuff isn't facing him, then I'll go ahead and start addressing with the e-collar and prong, just moving him that way. When he's not here, pressure will kick in to move him here. But this might go away as we go along the train, so you might not see this, but if you do see this, practicing those left turns to create the space, having a lot of oomph, because he's pit bull, he can take it. He is not really retaining it right now in this video about this, but this needs to be practiced. But other than that, we mix them up right now. So yeah. So when you're gonna practice with heel or your walks, it'd be coming out with Hank and letting him potty first. Let him get it all out the way before you start your walk. Once he's done, you issue the word heel. You start walking. If he does not respond, you start tapping. Once he comes to your hip, pressure's off, and then you can practice 5 left turns, 5 right turns, and then you can mix them up as well if you'd like, but it's just like a little warm-up for Hank. When you're done with your little warm-up, then you can proceed with your actual walk. If he's on break and he's potting and you say heel, he doesn't respond, don't repeat it. Break. Break. So here, let's see. Break. Go get it. Yeah. So here's eating, right? Heel, tap, tap. Good. And that's how we would start the walk. Good. So you practice your turns after he's potted and everything, and then you would just proceed for the walk. Cool. So here. Tap. Good job. So there he's a little more cautious. He'll start giving more space than usual. We'll let that slide until he becomes more comfortable here. But it should be right here. But this is a lot better than here in front because we're going to run into him. But that's how you practice it. You don't have to say heel every time you come to a stop. It's heel and a story until you give him the break command. Break. Good job, Hank. Hi, it's your Naked Kind of Perspective. Today we have Hank, and in this video we're going over the stay command. So right now Hank is in the heel command, but he is in the sitting position. So if I want him to stay here, I can't say sit. Since he's already in the position, I can't. So he's in the sitting position already. So what we do is use the command stay. When we use stay, we are using our left hand and cueing the word. So our stay is stay in that position. We don't use stay like down, stay, sit, stay. It's just down, and that's it. Stays implied, and the same with sit. So here, if I want him to stay here, that's when we would use the command. If he's laying down, just chilling, I'd say stay, so he knows to stay in that position. So here, what we're going to do, use our left hand, stay, pivot out with the right foot, and face Hank. Here is at a foundation of it with the prong. Shh. Good job, yes. But with the prong, what we had you guys do in the video is holding your leash like this with the e-collar, like normally, and if your left hand, it'd be up here ready to pull up if he were to get up. So if Hank's butt gets up from the ground, I pause, pull up, and then tap until the butt goes back. So if the butt goes back down, I release pressure. So here, there's no tension. It's just ready to go up. And then we can relax the pressure. Right, Maglio? Puppy's watching us. Good job. Heel, tap. Good job. You eat your food weird, dude. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap. Slow. Slow to a stop. Stay. I'm going to tease him a little bit, see if we can have him break it, and I can show you guys how to correct it. Hank. 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 So here, okay, he corrects himself. Hank. Hank, 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 Hank. Sweet Hank. Why are you so smart, huh? So we can get the ball. Let's see. Heel. Good. Tap. Good. Good. Stay. Good. So for here, I gotta, so he's not breaking it, but like I said, if we're doing this walk around right here, for example, his butt goes up from the ground, we stop, pull up, and then tap until the butt goes back down. If we keep moving and we're tapping, he's gonna think heel because we're moving and he's getting tapped. So he's gonna wanna follow. So here we wanna pause, pull up, and tap to have him put the butt back down. If he breaks the stay, we don't repeat it. So let's say, so he's gonna stay still, right? Good boy. Good. Usually dogs want to break it after being pet, but if you broke it, simply stop, pull up, tap until the butt goes down. Continue walk around. If you want, for every circle he completes without breaking, you can reward. Good job. What else? So yeah, he's doing good with this command. Not really saying anything because this has been taught before with the prong. So that could be another thing, but ECO's been going great with the prong foundation. So I wouldn't suspect anything like an issue with it. Nothing out of the ordinary, but we'll keep training this, and then if we see, a part where we need to correct it, I'll leave like a note or something in the video. What else? So when we're practicing stay, there's a few ways. If you're going for a walk and you want to, if you got the red light or you're at the crosswalk and you need to pause, you can just stay, quick walk around, good boy, green light, good, heel, and we move forward. Let's say he's doing his potty business. You pick it up and everything, put him in a heel, you gotta find a trash can or whatever, and then you pause, give a little distance between you and the trash can, dumpster, whatever you're throwing the poop away in. Stay, pivot out, throw it away. The reason why we use our right foot is because right foot is stay, left foot is heel, and more advanced training, no words said. That's just how it goes. So if a dog trainer had a dog and he put him in a heel, he came to a stop, no words, start with the right leg, the dog would automatically stay. So for here, This is left leg and right leg to help to differentiate between the two for Hank. So if we were using left leg for a stay, since he's constantly seeing the left leg move for heel, he might impulsively just move with the left leg because it's moving. So to help him out, we'll use the right leg. So if you notice you're having issues with that, he was doing good, but now he's not, or whatever. Make sure you're using your right leg, not your left leg, with the stay command. What else? I believe that is all. He did really well. Like I said, he's got a great foundation. He's doing really good on e-collar. So there's a few ways to practice it. It's the least practiced command, or at least it's the least used command in the program, but there's some ways to practice it. Right, Hank? Break. Hi, so making the canine perspective. Today we have Hank, our board and trained puppy, and he's moving on to e-collar. So in this video, we're going over the place command with e-collar. So here, break. When we're doing e-collar with it, we'll review a little bit. So it'd be, starting slow, and then so here, go down to 40. So again, place is the command where if I issue it, Hank is to go onto the placemat, whatever object I'm using, whether it be a yoga mat, towel, or blanket, or a dog bed, a lifted dog bed like this. And he is to either lay down, sit down, stand, do whatever he wants, just as long as he's on this object and not crossing the perimeter. And it has a solid a visual for him to know what's on and what's off. So here we like these because of it's elevated. It's cool, so it's like not like it's cool as in like it's the airflow. It keeps the dogs cool. It's not hot. It doesn't get hot or anything with them, and they like it. They'll sleep on it and everything. So this command is used to if you have a guest over and they don't like dogs, you can use this because one, it shows the guest that you have control over your dog, and Hank is to stay there, so to give space and practice like little impulse control. This is very mentally tiring for dogs to stay in one spot and not kind of move away from it. But he can stand, he can sit, he can lay down, he can do whatever he wants, just staying on the perimeter. So here, so what we might see is prong, because when we teach us leash pressure with e-collar, but he's prong, he already knows this command without e-collar. So if I give him pressure here, so here he's not going, so I'm gonna give it a tap. Good, and then release. Good job, Hank. Yes. Good, and then break. Break. Good, I will be rewarding for break too. He's good, he doesn't eat food off the ground. So here, leash pressure. Okay, good. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna give 3 taps, break, 3 taps first, and then leash pressure, see what he does. Good, I'm gonna tap. 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 There we go. Good. Break. Good. Good job. And I don't tap if he doesn't immediately come off the place command if I break him. So here, tap. Tap. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good boy. Yeah. Good job. Break. Yes. Okay, so here I'm going to start switching up sides now. Good. Hold him. Let him settle first. Good. Tap. Tap. Yes. Good boy. Good. Break. Good. He came off easier. Good. Tap. Tap. Yes. Good job. Break. So what I'm doing here is exposing him to all sides of the placemat, because dogs think in pictures. So if I'm constantly practicing here, shh. If I'm constantly practicing here, and all of a sudden I move to this side and I say place, he might want to run around and go on place on this side. So exposing to all angles of the placemat. So here I'm going to go tap, tap, tap. Okay, there we go. Good job. Break. Good. Tap. Tap. Good job. So now we can add a cue now. Skip the first step because he's, he already knows, so we can kind of skip around since he break has the foundation of it, which is good. And it's just so much smoother when the dogs go through prong to e-collar right away. Good. Place, tap. Good. So cue, place, no response, tap, he goes, good. If I am, tapping and he's kind of moving, but he doesn't know where to go, then I use leash pressure. Break. Good. And I can also slowly, very slowly, start increasing my distance. Place. Good. So no tapping. Hank, hank, hank. Good job. Break. Shh. And if he goes there by himself, just pull him off and then try to have him settle here first, then issue it. Place. Tap. Good. You're doing great. You're doing great. Break. Yes. Good. Wait. Right here. Yeah. Good job, dude. Okay, a few more. Place. Ooh, nice. A little farther. He's rocking and rolling. Right? Good job, dude. So, shh. With this command, like I said, we can use it for guests coming in. If you're going to clean the house, you use place. Go over there, don't move. Shh. Right. And then after this, we'll start doing duration work. Since he already knew it with prong, we couldn't really do duration work because it'd be a lot of work for us to walk back and forth, and we have training, other things to do. So now since we have e-collar, we can kind of have him go there for duration work strictly, and he'll be on there for hours. If he's not training or playing, instead of crate time, he'll be doing duration work. Right? So duration work. Because we're just focusing on the send-off, right? So right here, I'll show how duration would work. Similar to like the stay command, holding your leash away. I mean, you don't have to, but having your leash ready. So if he breaks the place command, we pause, start tapping. He might just retract and go back himself. If he's struggling, then we use the leash to bring it back. We don't repeat place. Or we don't say anything, we just correct. Also, break. When we're doing place and we start increasing our distance, you'll notice that I'm here, right? I'm here. Place, tap. I don't move. Hank does all the work. A lot of trainers will say place, walk the dog to place, and that's the whole command. So that whole walking part is part of the command, which is doesn't let us know that the dog actually knows it. So here, when I stand still, I say place, he doesn't go to place, or if he goes to place, and I tap, and whatever makes him go there himself, that lets me know he knows what's going on. So again, when you're practicing this at home, you want to start close with you. So if so you're not constantly walking back or walking to correcting, walking back to correcting. So for example, you want to watch a movie, you can have a dog bed set up next to the couch, have the short leash on, step on the leash, have your remote, place, good boy. And if you feel the leash move or you see him get up, you can just resort to your remote leash if needed. If you're working in like an office type room, it's a small, you can have it next to you at your desk while you're doing computer work, or if you want to slowly start increase the distance, you can do it in the corner. Since it's an enclosed room, it wouldn't be that much work. But start close, then work your way to that. And if he gets up and off, you can just tap. Don't repeat it. There you said that. If you see Hank chewing in the bed, you can correct. If he's barking, you don't want him to bark, you can correct. If he's whining, you don't want him to whine, you can correct. You can correct with the e-collar. And then to be the same number you're on, see how he does. So if he's whining and you tap and he stops whining for 30 minutes, we're good. Then he continues whining, you tap again, see how he does. And then if it's constantly 30 minutes, he's back to it, then you can increase the number. So see how long that lasts. If he's chewing on the bed, we correct it, but just being aware that if we're correcting for whining, so the anxiety, and he doesn't whine in the crate, but it's just example. If he's whining or he's getting excited, or chewing, he's gonna hop off most likely. So you keep tapping, slow taps, and then bring him back to the placemat. So he's like, oh, I thought I was tapping for the beginning of the placemat. That was weird. And if he does it again, he'll get corrected, then he'll realize, okay, it's just for the biting, I gotta stay on here. So again, if you have like because here we have columns and a tether, we go ahead and tether Hank. We give him enough leash to make the mistakes. So it's not choked up so he can't get off. We give a lot of leash so he can jump off, so that we see something and we can correct it. So if I'm here treating a dog, Hank's over there, I see him get off, I can tap, and he should just go back to place if needed. If needed a tap, he should just go back to place. But yeah, he can chew on a bone, he can, eat a corn with peanut butter, do whatever he likes, as long as he's on the placemat. What else? So there's two parts of sending off, the duration of it. For new objects at home, you want to repeat this whole thing. Even though he knows place with us, and with this object, he might not know it with the dog bed. So you want to start baby steps, going all around it, slowly increasing your distance. Do a little walk around when he's on place for duration work. For every circle you complete, you can reward if you'd like. And then if you want him to do for a few hours, have your setup like this. Watch a movie. Hold knockout. I'm pretty sure he's getting those sleepy eyes right now. But yeah, good job. Nothing out of the ordinary. He took it to very well. Thank you. Hey, break. Hi, so Rick of Camera Perspective. Today we have Hank, our board and train puppy. In this video, we're going over the the down command. So down is a command where the dog lays down and then the stay is implied, so he should stay laying down. Right now, we're not going to be too focused on worrying if he's going to stay down, just getting him to send to the down with remote. So he already has a foundation of it with prong. So he has some foundation, some experience with it with pressure. So I'm going to do here, let me stretch my collar this way. This one's down. So it's going to be, start very low, pony down, tap, good job. And then break. Actually, we'll start from scratch with the e-collar, since he already knows the word down. If I use the word down, he's going to go down because he knows it. So here, I will kind of step on the leash right here and give like pressure gently, and then tap in the e-collar. So here, so we get tap. Good job. And then no words, because if I say the word, break, he's gonna just go down. Start from scratch. Good job. So here, tap. Good. He doesn't even. Good job. Break. Good. Let's wait till he does and give a tap. Tap. Good. He was gonna go down, but then he saw me break it, reach for the food, and he's like, oh. Do I get that? Not yet, Hank. So here, I'll pull him up. And then tap. Nice. Good job. Good. Tap. Yes. Yes, get comfortable. Good job. And we don't get the fancy break. We just need the command function. Good. And now what we can do is cue it down. And if there's no taps needed, there's no taps needed. Break it. We'll do 4 more times with the cue. Good. Pull up. If he's going to go down, we'll just pull up. Down. No tapping. Good job. Break it. Good. We'll get a little closer. Down. Tap. So if we get this right here, tap, tap, tap. 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 Let's see. Tap. Tap. Good job. So if you notice he's constantly, when you cue down, he's what's it called? Moving around. So if he'll like get up and then walk to your right side and then down there, you can step on the leash, not to give pressure, but just to hold him. If you were to move, he hit the end of the leash, and then he should keep that position. But that's the first time we've seen it. So, so right now we're kind of practicing the staying down. Good job. Which he's pretty much capable to do it now. He's been doing it with the prong. He's been really good with that. But now we have a quicker way to correct it. So if Hank were to get up, and just start tapping, 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 and he should just kind of lay back down, and then we'll use the leash if needed to help guide him down. And we don't repeat it. So when we're doing prong, if you were to get up, we'd have to like guide him down, but it wouldn't be a correction, and we're not going to leash pop the dog because we're moving on to E-collar. There's no point of it, and it can also cause nervous piddling if we're too physical to prong. So here we can give a sensation that's soft enough to be like, and more concerned that he's like, okay, I know what that means. I gotta go back down. So I'm gonna stand up. We'll see what he does. Oh, good. Walk around. So here, tap. See? Show them, Hank. Show them. You're good. You're doing great. Shh. Little puppy. Good. So when he got up, kicked in at the e-collar, and I just tapped once, and he literally just, okay. He sat, and then went into the down. Excuse me. Break. Yeah, come on. And just to get him like more like out of break fast, so he's not too paranoid, I'll reward him for that. Break. On my terms. Good. So should pull up here. No tapping, just good. Down. Good job. You walk your normal speed or you walk slow. Good. Now we're going to sit. So you might see some confusion here. Shh. When we're doing sit, we pull up while cueing it. Or we'll cue it first. We'll cue and pull up at the same time. And then tap as well if he's not moving all the way up. So here, sit, tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Good job. Yummy, 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 yummy. Good. Break. Okay. So here, we're tapping from you to go down, and then all of a sudden we change to tapping to go up. So that's where we might see some confusion. We wouldn't normally do this in the training session. We'll narrow it down to like one subject if we're teaching it, but for the video, just showing you how to do them both. So he's on the command. I didn't even give him pressure, just stepped on the leash. So here, sit, tap, tap, tap. Good. Yes. Shh. Break. Away. Good. He lays down. Sit. Tap. Good. No leash pressure. I was ready for it. And then for duration work for this, duration skills. Same thing as stay. Hold the leash up. If the bug gets up, we pause, we pull up, and we tap. He goes back down, or sitting, relax. He gets up, pull up, and then tap. He's really good about this. So sit down, try not to do them both in one session. This is just to teach you, but we'll narrow it down so we can have everything, like focusing on one subject at a time so there's no confusion. When you're practicing these duration skills, if you're walking in a park, you can park at a bench, sit down, put him in a down, step on the leash, have him just relax, just watch everything go by, not be in a position of relaxation. It's really good. I recommend you start that with Hank. If you're going to go to a park, take a seat on the bench, put him next to you on the side, or between you, or below you. I like sitting on the edge and having my dog here because because she's still like next to me. Versus I'm sitting in the middle, she's kind of like here in front, and she's kind of a little bit of away. So here, if he's next to me, I put him in I'll cue it now. Down, he's falling asleep. Tap, 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 tap. Good. So that's when the confusion. He was doing it fine earlier, but now since he's learned something else, confusion. So here, I'm sitting, I'm stepping on the leash. If he were to get up, he wouldn't get far, and I just correct him. And then he's watching everything go by. He's just, passive. So yeah, same thing in the house. You want to watch a movie, can move down. He's there. He's up on the leash with the hand. Shh. I like using the down command in restaurants more than the place command. Just so if they're on place, they can stand and sit and everything, and they can get in the way of the waiter coming by, waiter or waitress with food or on the table and anything like that. With the down, it's more controlled. It's stay in that position. He shouldn't get up. But since you know down now, do not use the place command and then say down on place. The owners sometimes forget they issue that command, and the dog gets away standing up or sitting, and then it affects that command, and it could affect the rest of the training because he knows he got away or something, nothing happened. So he's going to start to press the boundaries a little bit as in the program for training. But yeah, sit down. He did really good. Down was very easy. Nothing out of the ordinary. He was really good. So those ways are just ways to practice. If you want to send the bench to the park, put him in a sit. You can do that as well. But if let's say you're going for a walk and you see a friend, you know you're going to talk for a while, or you're going to sit on a bench and you know you're going to sit for a while. Just go ahead and put him in a down, because sitting is very tiring for dogs. And he's gonna, let's say you come to a stop, talking to your friend, he's in a heel. He's like, I'm tired. I'm gonna have to lay down. You think, oh, he's tired. He can lay down. But it's technically breaking a command, and you want to correct that. Then stay down, and then let him go down. But yeah, in the 20, 30 range, this training is just doing phenomenal. Great. Hi, it's Enrique and Corey, Canine Perspective, and today we have Hank, our born and trained puppy. In this video, we're going to be going over recall. So right now we have our setup is I have the long 30-foot long leash, and then Corey's got a short leash. Short leash is to create the separation, because as we go through the exercises, you might see Hank want to just not go with Corey. So right now when Corey walks away, he'll go with Corey, but then as we continue, he might be a little put the brakes on with Corey. But here, the long leash is just to create the distance of recall, making it more realistic. This setup we have is not realistic. We're going to be doing a little bit of stationary recall. When people are calling the dog, it's usually when the dog's running away or they're just in some way moving. But this is just to create the foundation of it. What else? So when we're handling a long leash, I'll just use the short leash. But we want our right thumb into the loop, and we clasp it, and it's locked here. My remote will be in the right hand, so since I'm doing the recall, I want the long leash. So with the left hand, it's going to be holding it, and my right hand will be reeling it in. And I'm just going to let it hit the ground. I'm not going to hold on to it. And then because we don't want Hank having 30 more feet passing us, so once he's getting close enough, we're going to lock it here. So I'll show it again. So we're reeling, and then using our pointer finger, flipping it, and then securing like that. Like that, so it's locked here. So what we're going to be doing first is not using any words and just creating foundation. So right now, the leash is slack, there's no tension. So right about here, there's tension. With this tension, I'm going to be pairing it with the e-collar, giving slow taps, and then I'm also going to be moving backwards. So once there's tension, I'm going to be tapping and then moving backwards. And once he makes his way, I'm going to hold, see what he does. He might, pass me. So if he does pass me, I turn, face him, take 3 or 4 steps back, and then kick him with pressure again to bring him to me. If he stops, pressure kicks in, I move back again. If he wants to go to Corey, that's something we might see because he's going to be thinking heel. So here, there's tension. I'll start 20, 21, tap, 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 we go. Tap. Here. So here, tap. Here. Here, tap. Good boy. See what he does here. Good. And part of the recall is when he comes to us, he needs to be sitting. Good job. Break. And he's only allowed to leave us when we say break. So when a lot of trainers teach recall, it's, you know, hey, come, and then he comes and he's all wiggly, and then he just leaves, and then there's no structure to the recall. So here, tension, tap, tap. Good. And hold here. See what he does. So here he wants to go over there. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Pressure releases when he's making his way. Break. Yeah, so once Hank starts making his way to me, pressure's off. Once he stops, pressure's on. Once he goes the wrong way, pressure's on. Here, there. Shh. Tap. Good. Tap. Hold here, see what he does. Tap. Good. Come on. Break. Two more. Release tension. Tap. 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 There we go. There we go. So here, face Hank, and tap, tap, tap. Good. Hold here. So he's tangled up here. Tap, 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 tap. Almost. Tap. Good. Shh. So there he got tangled, and when that wrapped around him, so I kept pushing it because he's distracted. So it's kind of realistic, so similar to like if he's in recall and he sees a squirrel, wants to go for the squirrel, we keep the pressure on to follow through. So here, tension, tap, 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 tap. Okay, face down and tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. The wrong person. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Four. Tap, tap. Good. So here, if he doesn't sit, he'll tap here, tap, 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 tap. Here we go. Good boy. I'll let this light for now. And then break. Good. Tap. Tap. Shh. Tap. Tap. Good job. Tap. Good boy. Good. Break. So now we're going to switch things up. Instead of leash tension with e-collar, we're going to just do e-collar first, and then leash. Here, 5 and 6. Good tap. tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap, tap. And then break. Here, 40, tap, tap. There we go. See what he does the wrong way. Tap, 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 tap. Good job. Tap and sit. And then break. Three more. Here, no tension. 45. Tap. Tap. Good. Good job. Hey, good job. Break. Two more. Tap, tap, tap. Good job. We're going in. Pick my feet for the step. Going that way. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Good. One more. Yeah. Good job. So this, tap, tap, good. See what he does. Okay, good job. Okay, now we're gonna add the word break. Hank, come, tap. And it's always going to be a tap after the cue, and I'll explain why later. And there's some of the resistance we were talking about. Shh. Hey, come. Tap. See what he does? Tap. Tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Tap. Good job. Break. I'll start correcting it when it's laying down. Hey, come. Tap. Good job. Is that what you're doing? Break. What chord? What? Shh. Hey, come. Yeah. Okay, so in, tap, hold. So tap, tap. Good job. Good job. Break. Hey, come. Tap. Yeah, nice. See what he does here? He goes all the way. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. So he dips. Tap, tap, tap. Good job. Good. Break. One. Hank, come. Tap. 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 Good job. Tap. Tap. Break. So we might see a little confusion because we're going the other way now, which is good. To do, but there'll be a little bit of confusion, which is good to work with. Okay. Hank, come. Tap, 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 tap. Go ahead and fix it under. Oh, there we go. Hank, come. Tap. 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 Good. Very good. Good. Break it. Okay, here. So nothing out of the ordinary. He just wants to go to Corey. So here I'll use Hank, come. Tap, tap, tap. Over here. So here he wants to ditch. Tap, tap, tap. Heel, tap, tap, tap. Good job. stop. Good boy. So here, tap. So there's a little bit of long leash heel right there. Since I know I'm going to be talking for a little bit, I'll cue the word down. So down, and then tap. Good job. So nothing out of the ordinary. Did get a little frustrated when the leash was tangled up, which is nothing, like I said, out of the ordinary. So we just keep pushing the puppy and keep correcting, or Hank, I mean. What else? He kept trying to go away, so this is important to teach the recall with pressure and causing confusion, so that if we do see him think like, okay, I gotta get out of here, we can correct it here. What else? So just to recap, first we did leash tension, pair with the e-collar, and then once it became more consistent and he stopped pausing or getting closer to Corey, we moved on to e-collar first, then leash if needed, and then by the end of that it was tap and he'd flip around automatically without any leash. He still needed a little bit more guidance when he would lag or, not like put the brakes on or just pause or go that way. Then we added the cue word, so it was Hank, come, tap immediately. 3 to 4 steps back, reeling in your leash, and then holding, see what he'll do. He was doing good, and then we decided to switch it up, going that way. He had a little harder time because he wants to go this way. So he's good coming here, but then he'll go that way. But then he'll think about it, and then he'll come to me towards the end. But here, a little more confusion, so we just keep working him through that. What else? So the reason why we want to tap, even though so if we say Hank come, and he comes, we still want to tap, is because if you're out in the real world, outside, and he's off leash, for example, and so if you're, let's say you're out in the real world and Hank is off leash, and then you recall Hank, and for some reason he's coming to you, but then you tap too late. He can either, and if you haven't worked him through that, so like what we're doing here, if you haven't worked Hank through like the confusion of recall, so tapping too late, what you can get is either shut down or flight, so because he's confused. So if he's coming to you and then you tap, he's probably gonna think, oh, I'm doing something wrong, or he'll either run away or shut down, which means when we shut down, he means it might just like lay down, just like not know what to do and just stay there. So when we work him through the confusion now, and this is only for the beginning, recall, tap, only for the beginning. So once we see him being comfortable with like the confusion and everything, then we don't have to tap when he's coming, or tap, after we cue it. So yeah, that's why we're tapping after calling him, and then we always want to take 3 to 4 steps back, because the 3 to 4 steps back is a visual for him. So if you're at a beach and he's running off leash and you want to do recall, and it's loud and you're tapping him and he sees you but he doesn't know what to do, 3 to 4 steps back, he'll know, okay, that's recall, I know what that is, and then he'll come to you. So keep practicing with the long leash, going out, having a partner. If you want to do this fun setup, you can absolutely do it. If you're by yourself, you can just bring him to the park with a long leash, have him play with like a dog or chase squirrels, or be himself, and then out of nowhere do a recall and then see how he does. And having your long leash is very important for the first few months of Hank's life, is because you need to see everything. He needs to experience a lot of distractions in order to have him completely off leash. So you want to be in this phase for a long time, just in case, because you never know what something new might happen, like a firework. If he's never heard a firework before, and let's say he is off leash trained, you want to be expecting everything before you give him that freedom of like off leash. So keep using your long leash. We don't repeat commands. We don't say sit when he comes. When we want him to sit next to us, we just teach it like an automatic behavior. So yeah, We start with leash pressure, tapping, tapping, then leash pressure, cue, Hank come, tap, leash pressure if needed, and then 3 to 4 steps back, holding, see what he'll do. What else? If he pauses, pressure kicks back in. When you're practicing this, this command takes a while to practice because it requires you to go somewhere. So let's say you have a place, you don't want to drill a recall all the time. So for example, you go to the park, you would only do it like maybe twice. The next time once, the next time maybe don't do any, and the next time do 3, just mix it up. You don't want Hank to be thinking, okay, we're at this park, I already know I'm going to be recalled and tapped, so I'm not going to want to go roam around. So you want to mix it up here and there so it's not just constant correcting or just, pressure all the time he goes to the park. What else? And we're also using a flat buckle collar for the long leash, and then you can do the short leash with that as well. What else? I think that is all.